Hey everybody, this is Bradley of Bradley Teaches, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how to create custom looks with a standard layout. How do you do that? Let me tell you how. Let's go. We're talking about kind of a custom look with a standard layout. Now, as you know, Restream Studio has standard layouts for your screen share or whatever other guests you bring in or whatever other cameras that you're using within the system. There are standard layouts based on how many cameras or screens you bring into the stream. But there's a cool thing that you can do with these standard layouts combined with overlays to get you really custom looks. Now, there's not really a long discussion about why you should do it. It's going to be more in the how, right? But why you should do it? To have something different, to have something unique, to have something that's really just you and not what everybody else is doing. Yes, you can do the split screen, you can do the side-by-side widescreen, you can add two other people to a stream with you, but using custom overlays combined with these standard layouts, you can get some really cool and unique looks. So without further ado, let's jump into Canva right now and make some. Let's go. Here we are in Canva, and what we're going to do, we're going to go over here to presentation. Now, for all of these designs, you want to create a secret weapon graphic, which is essentially a screen capture of whatever's on your screen in Restream Studio. Now, you can do this with multiple video screen layouts too, and just have the opening where you want it. But you'll be able to understand it as I kind of go through it. So let me go here to my Restream folder, and I'll pull in my split screen layout. Now you can do this with multiple cameras. Now I want to suggest to you that you kind of don't overdo it with the inviting yourself to get different camera views, because that can really pull down your bandwidth and the horsepower of your computer. So whenever possible, like in this layout, it's a 2-window layout. I'm using my screen share as the second half of this layout. In a 3-window version, which I'll show you real quick here, you have to use another camera to get this look. You don't want to do that too much and have all 8 windows of you on camera, because those things are going on behind the overlay you're making. And even though you can't see it, that video is running. Okay, so now back to this. We're in the split screen version, and I'm going to go to Elements. I'm going to use my rounded square, and let me knock down the transparency so I can see through it. Then I'm going to draw the space around myself that I want open. So that's it for this. Let me delete that, make the transparency full again, and we'll go ahead and make this black. So now what I want to do is open up another slide, and we're going to go back to templates, and we're going to pull a template. I'm going to use this design right here. Now I'm going to combine this design with the opening that I want to use for my cutout. So let me select the things I don't want. I'm just dragging across them and deleting. Kind of fix that there. We can fix that in a second. So now let's go back over here to my window cutout, click it, copy, and paste. So this is actually where that same window should be. Let's make this orange area or gold area bigger. So now let's work on the rest of this layout. Okay, so now I actually even want these bubbles to extend into my picture. Let's extend this one in. Now let's position these other things behind that window. We can do this, click both of those and position to the back. Now let's get the other bubbles, stretch them out. All right, so that's a pretty decent layout there. And let's ungroup that. We don't need that subhead. So there's a look there. Let's make that a little bit darker gray. Even though we're going to be using that split screen, we now have a kind of a custom look to go with that, and it's using one of the default layouts. I'm going to bring you back into Restream Studio now and show you how this layout looks. So let's go back to Restream Studio. I almost forgot to tell you this. You want to go to Photo P and open up the JPEG that you export from Canva to cut out your opening. So now I'm in Photo P and I'm going to open up the JPEG that I just exported from Canva. Here it is here. And basically all I have to do is go to Magic Wand, which is the fourth tool down from the top. Click the black area and you should see marching ants around it. Then hit delete and we're done. Now all I have to do is go to File, Export as PNG. Actual size is good. And there we go. Now we're going to go back into Restream Studio and I'm going to show you how these custom overlays can help you create custom looks from default layouts. Let's go. Now back in Restream Studio, I'm going to walk you through the different looks that I created, some off screen and the look that I created on screen for you just now. So first, the two screen look. So this is a split screen look, a standard layout in Restream Studio. But now when you add the custom overlay, you get a completely different feel, as you see now. Pretty cool, right? So you can actually do this with a lot of different slides and different things, but always consider that secret weapon graphic when you're doing this, right? Now here's another look. Let me go to a different look completely. Now this is a 3-window look, still standard. I'm using a screen capture or screen share as that third window in this look, and I invited myself to get the second camera. Now as I warned you before, you don't want to invite yourself too many times into a Restream Studio stream because it can eat up bandwidth and horsepower for your computer. But because all of these different windows are operating behind your overlay, so you really want to watch out for that. Now, let me show you the overlay for this 3-window layout to give me a custom look. All right, so here's that other look, right? Pretty cool. I like this look, something completely different, gives you a different feel than what anybody else really has, but you're doing it with a standard layout. Now finally, here's a 2-window layout, widescreen, and I'm using my screen share as the second screen. Now I'm going to show you a different layout using this standard layout to get a custom look. All right, so there you have it. Explore, play with this, make custom looks from standard layouts and do something completely different that other people aren't doing in Restream Studio. So see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.